What's going on, everyone? Movie Game Guy here, back with part 7 of my 2017 complete horror shelf by shelf collection overview. And last video I left off with House of the Devil, pretty good Ty West film, and House of Wax, the original Vincent Price. Love this movie, real cool stuff. Also has a very young Charles Bronson in it, right there, which is pretty cool. Cool stuff. And then up next we got House of Wax, the remake. It's okay. Not the best movie, but I thought it was okay. And you can't hold it up to, the original, but I had fun with it. Next up, House on Haunted Hill, something everybody should have. I love this cover, Vincent Price. Classic stuff. And then the remake, which I thought was real fun too. Chris Kattan's in this thing, pretty sick. Katrina's Nightmare Theater line, the Scorpion 2-disc release of House on Sorority Row. Pretty good movie, a must-have in my opinion. And one that I recently got, in my last collection update, House with Laughing Windows. Pretty cool stuff. Definitely not what I thought it was going to be, but I liked it. Overall, it was good. And, my second favorite werewolf film, lenticular slipcover, The Howling. Classic stuff right here. Don't really have to say too much about that. Then we got The Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf. Pretty cool stuff. And Howling 3, The Marsupials. Real weird about these baby howling things. It's let's see. Yeah, they got a picture right there of one of them. You can't really see it too well, but it's fucking weird. Then some craptastic shit right here. The original Nightmare, Howling 4. And then Howling 5, The Rebirth, and Howling 6, The Freaks. I haven't checked either of those out yet, but I love that cover art. Some cool stuff right there. And Roger Corman cult classic line release of Human Witch from the Deep from Shout Factory. Real awesome stuff right here. This film is also known as Monster. And a Scorpion release of Humongous. Love Humongous. Really cool film. David Bowie, Catherine Deneuve, or whatever, however you pronounce that. I suck with that shit. And Susan Sarandon in this really cool vampire flick. David Bowie. Rest in peace, dude's awesome. We got the Tokyo Shock release of Ichi the Killer, Takeshi Miike flick. Wow, pretty good stuff right here. Love this movie. Real fun. And another fun one, Clint Howard and Ice Cream Man. Used to watch the shit out of this when I was a kid. I'm glad to have it. Idle Hands, another one I watched a lot when I was a kid. Real cool stuff. And Devon Sawa, Jessica Alba, Vivica A. Fox, and Seth Green. Classic, Possessed Hand, pretty cool. Then we got the old DVD Grindhouse release of I Drink Your Blood. Like this release, didn't really feel the need to upgrade. I thought it was an okay movie, but not one of the best by any means. But I thought it was okay. Now into some classic 90s stuff right here, early 2000s. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Still haven't opened it up yet, but I've seen it a bunch of times. It's classic stuff. I'm Madman, real cool movie. I gotta definitely upgrade this one eventually. When a Scream Factory put it out on Blu-ray, but I love it. Still rocking the old MGM DVD. Old Anchor Bay release of Dario Argento's Inferno. This is part 2 in the Mother trilogy. Spare being the first one, Mother of Tears being the second. Next up, cool Christmas horror film. It takes place around Christmas time. Inside, real fucked up stuff. Have it with the slip cover, which is cool. I don't really see it with the slip too often in people's collections. It's pretty cool. When I gotta get a plastic for, I just got this last month too. In the Deep, also known as 47 Meters Below. Cool stuff. Real happy to have that. That's something. If you guys ever find this in stores for a good price, pick it up. Last time I saw it on eBay sold, it was $64. Crazy stuff. It was recalled. It's supposed to be coming out this year, so everyone probably knows that story. The 70s remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Cool stuff right here. Love Jeff Goldblum. And next up, Wes Craven's Invitation to Hell. Never hear anybody talking about this film, but I really like it. It's pretty cool. Irreversible, crazy, crazy movie. Real weird how everything is played backwards. It's pretty crazy. One of the longest like rape scenes too I've ever seen in a film. It's kind of fucked up, but I don't know. And we got I Spit on Your Grave, also known as A Day of the Woman, the original, the classic stuff right here. Rape revenge film. Jack Frost 2, The Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman. Pretty cheesy stuff. Jack Frost goes to like Hawaii or some tropical place, which makes no sense because it's the snowman, but you know, I guess it works. Next up, Jacob's Ladder. Real good film right here. Love Jacob's Ladder. Mindfuck for sure. Jason Goes to Hell. Pretty crappy stuff. Jason X. I actually think this one's fun. Cool. You got David Cronenberg also in this in the beginning. And we got Jaws, the 30th anniversary edition on DVD. I definitely got to upgrade this one. But real nice. Love it. I'm not too big of a Steven Spielberg fan, but I do love Jaws and I do love Duel. Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2, double feature pack. Both great films. Victor Salva's a weirdo, but you gotta like, you know, these. Definitely gotta upgrade those eventually. Jennifer's Body. Haven't seen this in years. Definitely gotta give it another watch. Johnson's Anchor Bay Still Sealed. Seen this before. Love this movie. I just keep it sealed because it's an older Anchor Bay release. Hopefully it'll get a Blu-ray release soon. Next up, Jungle Holocaust from Shriek Show. Really good movie right here. Definitely trying to like rip off. Well, trying to get some of that like cannibal Holocaust type fucking money. Cannibal film. It was okay though. I liked it. Just Before Dawn, the Shriek Show released. Need to pick this up on Blu-ray from Code Red. I absolutely love Just Before Dawn. Really good stuff. You got George Kennedy in here. Another one from Shriek Show. Oh, it's like 3 in a row. I just realized. Killer Barbies. Jess Franco film from the 90s. It's okay. Full Moon release right here. Killer Eye, Halloween Haunt. Part 2 in the Killer Eye films, I guess. Next up, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the old Midnight Movies, MGM release. Pretty cool. Don't know why I still have that one. I got the Blu-ray, but I kind of like this cover art. It's classic. Mondo Macabro release of The Killer Must Kill Again. Really good film that I never hear anyone talking about. Happy to have this Mondo Macabro one. It's kind of out of print now. Blue Underground release of Killer Nun. Probably my favorite nunsploitation film. Really cool stuff right here. Thought it was real cool. Warner Brothers Burn on Demand line, The Killer Party. Real awesome slice of cheese from the 80s. Real good stuff. If you haven't seen Killer Party, do yourself a favor and check it out. Then Tim Ritter's Killing Spree from Camp Motion Pictures. Love this movie. It's such a classic. Everyone needs Killing Spree. And King of the Ants. Stuart Gordon film. Still haven't checked it out yet. Lady Frankenstein's recently got this one. Seen it before. Love it. Definitely gotta check it out again. Then we got Stephen King with a triple feature, The Langoliers, The Stand, and Golden Years. All great films. Langoliers being my favorite on that set. The Trauma Masterpiece Collection or something like that. Yeah, Trauma Masterpiece Collection. Spine number 3. This is the last horror film. Real cool stuff. Definitely reminds me of Maniac. I mean, it's got Cameron Monroe and Joe Spinell in it, and it's the same kind of concept. This dude all bugged out and delusional. Pretty fun. Old Barrel, like Fat Case release of The Last House on Dead End Street. Real hard to come across this. I bought this years ago at a pawn shop for like $1. Didn't know anything about it, just thought it looked cool. And ended up finding out it's like mad rare. Real happy to have that. Next up, the Anchor Bay Region 2 2-disc release of Last House on the Left, Wes Craven's directorial debut. Full of special features. I love this release. Very happy to have it. And then I got the Region 1 remastered collector's edition of the original Last House on the Left, the unrated version. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, Leatherface, cool stuff. Let's see. Terror at 10 Killer, and The Last Slumber Party. Just some 80s, cheesy slasher stuff. I really love the cover for that. Some classic stuff. Sorry about that, guys. Phone's ringing. The thing's always going off. But we left off on Terror at Tenkiller and The Last Slumber Party. Pretty cheesy slasher goodness. I mean, I like them. They're fun. Next up, Legacy with Katharine Ross and Sam Elliott, who are actually together at this time. They were married. I think they're still married, actually. But really cool movie. Real cool, like, witchcraft type, like, possession stuff. I really liked it. Next up, Leprechaun Origins. I haven't checked this out yet. Got it for, like fucking $4. Why not? Next up, The Lesson. Scream Factory, the newer Scream Factories with the slipcover. Really liked this movie, actually. It surprised me. Had a lot of fun with it. Older Anchor Bay release of Let Sleeping Corpses Lie, also known as The Living Dead at Manchester Morgue. Love this movie. Really, really good stuff. Real fun. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. And another older Anchor Bay release, Link. This is pretty hard to find, I'm not going to lie. I was lucky to find it at my local game exchange for like a couple bucks. Real cool though. Yeah, Link. Definitely needs an upgrade. And then, see the phone again. Sorry about that, guys. Fucking, hold on. Alright. Fucking phone, man. It pisses me off, but yeah, sorry about that, guys. The little girl who lives down the lane. Real cool stuff right here. Jodie Foster, Martin Sheen. You got Scott Jacoby, who played Bad Ronald. Classic stuff. If you want to know more about this film, or my opinions on it, check out my older movie review Monday. I posted up. Next up, the classic right here, Little Monsters. Real good stuff. You got Fred Savage and his younger brother Ben Savage before Boy Meets World. Howie Mandel. Awesome movie. Next up, Live Freaky, Die Freaky. It's like a comedy spoof. Like a lot of punkers that are fucking in this and like about it. You got like Tim Armstrong, Travis Barker, everybody from Green Day, Lance Fredrickson, Benji and Joel Madden, Jane Wiedlin from the Go-Go's, and Davey Havoc from AFI. It's got like Asia Argento, or Asia Argento, Argento's daughter in this. It's just like a parody musical, like puppet comedy of the Charles Manson murders. Pretty wild stuff. I thought it was fun though. Then we got Redemption DVD right here, The Living Dead Girl. Some gory ass shit right there. Love it though. Directed by Gene Rowland too. And right here, a great film, Lost After Dark, Robert Patrick. Real cool stuff right here. If you guys haven't seen Lost After Dark, check it out. Then we got the 2-disc special edition of The Lost Boys. Gotta have The Lost Boys. Classic 80s stuff. Then we got Lost Boys 2, The Tribe, this lenticular cover. Pretty decent stuff. Not my favorite, but like, it was good. Loved Ones, pretty decent. Kind of wish I had the unrated version. This is like the rated R version. It is what it is. Got it real cheap. Next up, Love Object. Real cool too. Love Object. Full Moon released right here with Lurking Fear. Real cool stuff. Jeffrey Combs, based off H.P. Lovecraft story. Older Anchor Bay release of Macabre, Lamberto Bava's sole directorial debut. It was like first film that he did without his father's help. Next up, Machete, Robert Rodriguez film. Classic gory stuff right here. I love when Danny Trejo's jumping through like one of the windows in a hospital, using someone's large intestine to swing down into the window below. It's real funny stuff. Next up, Madman, Code Red DVD release. Classic. I love Madman Mars. Next up, Magic from Dark Sky Films. Anthony Hopkins, Aaron Margaret, Burgess Meredith. You can't go wrong with this film. I absolutely love Magic. Mangler Reborn, this is the third one. Still haven't checked it out yet. The Shameless release, this is my number 8. Manhattan Baby. A decent Lucio Fulci film. Not one of his best by any means. The Fat Pack, older Anchor Bay release of Manhunter. I don't even really need this anymore, but these numbers I'm a sucker for. It's my number out of this. 100,000 is not even fucking limited thing. I don't even know why they made that many of them called the Limited. But yeah, we got the Scream Factory now, but still have it because it's got all the like inserts and all that with it. Still pretty cool to have. I love collecting those old Anchor Bays. Another older Anchor Bay release. Maniac, classic William Lustig right here. I love this film. Joe Spinell is like the best in my opinion. Even the last horror film is a really good film too. The remake to Maniac with Elijah Wood, real cool how it's like first person, you see through his eyes throughout the whole movie, except for when you see him in the mirror. Real cool filmmaking. I like this movie. If you haven't seen the remake, definitely check it out. And we got Maniac Cop 2, pretty good stuff. And we got Maniac Cop 3, I love that cover. It's okay, not the best Maniac Cop, but I thought it was pretty decent. Then we got Lance Henriksen and Ali Sheedy and Man's Best Friend. Love this movie. Used to watch it a lot when I was a kid. All the time on Sci-Fi. Next up, Man with the Screaming Brain. Also Bruce Campbell creation. Real fun. Blue Underground release of Mark of the Devil. Really wild film. The Udo Kier. Real cool stuff. We got Martyrs. The original. The slipcover, thing's a little hard to find now. Love this movie. Probably my favorite out of the Fab Five French Extreme films that came out in that one string of time. Love Martyrs. Still gotta check out the remake. Older Anchor Bay release of Stephen King's directorial debut. It's his only directed film, Maximum Overdrive. Real happy when I came across this thing. Love Stephen King and love Maximum Overdrive. Next up, Peter Jackson puppet film, Meet the Feebles, his second film. Real wacky stuff right here, real creepy. Yeah, there he is. That little like weasel guy is my favorite. I fucking love him. Real crazy stuff. Code Red Spine 18, Messiah of Evil, The Second Coming. I absolutely love this movie too. Real classic right here, of Metropolis, Fritz Lang. German silent film. Classic. Have to have that. And then Lance Henriksen and Wes Craven's Mind Ripper, also known as The Hills Have Eyes 3 for some reason. Love Mind Ripper. One of those movies I couldn't remember the name of when I was a kid. And then I was reading a Fangoria one time, and it was talking about Mind Ripper, and I'm like, oh shit, that's the movie. Had to pick it up. I got it on Blu-ray thanks to Toddy Walnuts, but I still keep the DVD because it's Mind Ripper, you know. It's not a great movie by any means, but I still have fun with it. It's got a lot of nostalgia with me, at least. The Monster Squad, cool film right here. Reminds me of the Goonies, but with like the Universal monster characters. You know, the Frankenstein, Wolfman, Dracula, you know, stuff like that. Next up, Motorhome Massacre. Actually, a better film than it looks like, to be honest. I really liked it. I actually might put this on right after I'm done making this video. I really like. I'm actually gonna keep that out because it is a good movie. Check out Motorhome Massacre if you haven't. Next up, the third part in the trilogy, the Mother trilogy, Mother of Tears from Dario Argento, starring Asia Argento and Udo Kier. Pretty good stuff. Not the best Argento I've ever seen, but I liked it. Then we got a still sealed copy of The Mummy: The Complete Legacy Collection. I've seen all of these, but for some reason this is still not open. I'm gonna get around to that eventually. Fucking probably around Halloween time. Love those movies though. Massacre video release of Mutilations. It's the reverse cover art. Really cool shot and video craziness. Love that movie. The original My Bloody Valentine. A must-have in everyone's collection. That's a movie that Scream Factory or someone should re-release. That fucking deserves to get a crazy Blu-ray. I mean, I know it has a Blu-ray release, the same as this, just on Blu-ray format, but I don't know. It needs to get a little bit better treatment. And next up, Natural Born Killers, Oliver Stone film, classic right here. Love that movie, real fun. Older Anchor Bay release of Near Dark, classic. Rest in peace, Bill Paxton. Says like Lance Henriksen and also. Really awesome stuff. And Near Death, an okay film, not one of the best, but I still found it entertaining. It's still in the collection. A Full Moon release of Netherworld, pretty decent film, kind of boring at times, but you gotta love that fucking cover art. Then next up we got The Shameless Spine #1, and this is New York Ripper. Love this Lucio Fulci film. Some brutal shit. Then we got the older Anchor Bay release of The New York Ripper on DVD. Crazy stuff. Then we got the Nightmare on Elm Street films in these 2-packs. Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 2, both I love. Then we got Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4, which are pretty decent. Then we got Nightmare on Elm Street 5 and Freddy's Dead Part 6. I love Freddy's Dead. And then we got Wes Craven's New Nightmare and Wes Craven's New Nightmare and Freddy vs. Jason. Both pretty good stuff. I'm definitely going to be upgrading these. I just got them for a real good price a while ago, so why not? And they look kind of cool together. Then we got the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Still haven't checked this out yet, sadly, guys. I got to get on that. Old school release of Night of the Bloody Apes. I love that VHS cover art. I had to get it. I love that movie too. Then we got Night of the Creeps. A classic right here. Real fun stuff. Everyone loves Night of the Creeps. Then we got Night of the Demon. Real wacky stuff right here. Original video nasty. Probably for the pud pulled, scene. Dude, Wayne getting ripped off. But next up, Night of the Dribbler. Cool film from '95 from the director of Snuff and Zombie Nightmare. Pretty wacky slasher, but real fun. Ultimate classic right here, the elite release of Night of the Living Dead, George A. Romero, classic. Everyone needs to have that in their collection. If you're a horror fan and you don't have that, sorry about the other interruption again. My girl was coming home, but let's see. Night of the Living Dead is the remake from the I think 1990 of the Tom Savini directed one. Really awesome stuff. Who but someone like Tom Savini would you want, directing something like Night of the Living Dead, the remake at least? It's real awesome. You got Bill Moseley in it too. Next up, the Blue Underground release of Night Train Murders. Literally and it's funny, it says it right here, more reprehensible than Last House on the Left. It's basically Last House on the Left on a train. There's a lot of different stuff in it, but basically it's what it is. I love that movie though, pretty good. The old 2-disc Anchor Bay release of Nosferatu, the remake with Klaus Kinski, is the Werner Herzog film. Classic stuff right there. How can you go wrong with that? Klaus Kinski did a great job playing a vampire in that. Next up, Katrina's Nightmare Theater line, Scorpion release of Nothing But the Night. Starring Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. Love this movie. What a classic right here. I love when those two work together. Real great. Next up, The Nun. Pretty decent nunsploitation film. Nothing too memorable, but I still like it. And we got a classic right here, Offerings. Real crazy movie. Real fun. We got Of Unknown Origin. Peter Weller killing this giant rat, or these giant rats. Pretty wild stuff. Pretty fun though. He goes all out with this. Real good film. If you haven't seen Of Unknown Origin, definitely check it out. Then we got Old Boy. Real good film right here. Right there, it just says it all. 15 years of imprisonment and 5 days of vengeance. Classic Old Boy. And then last up for this video, in this shelf, The Omen. Classic right here, Gregory Peck. It's real good. And that'll do it for part 7 of my complete horror collection overview. Thanks guys for watching. If you like this video, give a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. It's always appreciated. And tune in for more videos and the next shelf overview. And thanks guys for watching. I'll talk to you later.